Hello there, welcome to class. My name is Flo. This is another Yoga for Men episode, and I'm very excited to share this practice with you today. Right now I'm filming here in Ecuador at the Ayurveda Retreat Center. This is the place where we host our retreats here in Ecuador, which are yoga and plant medicine retreats. It's always a very transformative time. We're going very deep into our heart, into ourselves, to really truly remember again who we really are. I invite you to learn more about Ayurveda and all their upcoming events, since we will take a little break from doing events for a little while, but they are still going. They host many retreats throughout the year, and I put all the information to learn more in the description below. So go ahead, take a look at the link in the description below, because maybe you're also one of those people just like us that felt the calling for plant medicines for a long time, but never you felt really ready, the right opportunity, the right people you can trust. It was the same for us, and we are truly grateful to have found Ayurveda and for this collaboration of doing retreats for many years already, and hopefully many more decades to come. For this class today, you don't really need anything. If you like to use props like a block or a bolster to sit on, a block to extend your reach, then feel free to grab those now as you get ready for the practice.
While you're grabbing your things, we'd like to remind you about our Bre and Flo membership platform. We call it our Wolf Pack, and this is a space for you to deepen your practice.
There we have our entire content library with several hundred videos, including all of our videos from YouTube, full-length programs, and dozens of classes that are over 1 hour.
We made it easier than ever to step on your mat daily, with the opportunity to practice on mobile apps and several devices.
Every month we host a member-only video call to get the whole Wolfpack together to see each other face to face. By joining our platform, you not only keep this YouTube channel going, but you also provide us with the tools and resources to provide more quality content, to improve equipment, expand our team, do more training and continued education, and eventually help us build our own Bre and Flo Retreat Center.
Join us on the journey and deepen your practice. Click the link below to learn more. Now, back to class.
All right, when you're ready to begin, let's start in Child's Pose, Balasana, at the back of the mat. So bring the feet together, knees apart. Allow the upper body to rest, the forehead rest down. Take a few deep breaths to connect to the body, fully arrive here, get ready for the practice. For the next few breaths, set your intention so that you fully hear, you fully show up, fully present. With all of that, let's start to move forward into a tabletop. Come onto all fours, slide the hands back, and then start to lean forward and back with the shoulders over the wrists. As always, a little wrist warm-up. If you want to add more, of course, you can pause the video and add more. Next time you lean back, rotate the hands in, lean forward and back. Just a little bit of a different angle. And then lean back, rotate the hands out. And then keep rotating so the fingertips are pointing towards the knees, and then lean back. And bend one arm, then the other. Try to stay on the toes, so we are also opening up the bottoms of the feet. Sit on the heels, shake out the hands. Come back down for a tabletop. From here we stay on the toes, lift the knees up. So we are in a turbo cat or also beast pose. And from here we're going to do a few side kick throughs. First to the right side, and you want to always rotate on the ball of the feet so the heels stay lifted. Now we're going to bring the left leg through, kick it over to the right side. And then we come back through beast pose or tabletop, kick through to the left. Nice and controlled, nothing quick. and to the left, and to the right. One more each side. Return back to this tabletop with the knees lifted. Extend the legs back for plank pose. Firm into the inner hands, push the ground away. Externally rotate the upper arms. Tuck your tailbone a bit more and get a bit longer all the way down the back to the heels. Shift forward and back in this plank. Keep pushing the ground away. Return back to a normal plank. Widen the hands just a little bit more. And we shift forward, bend the arms for chaturanga. Plank. 2 more like this. Return to plank and come into downward facing dog. Take your time to arrive, move around, walk your dog. Whatever you need to do to be comfortable here, fully be here. And then connect to a bit more stillness in your downward facing dog. Start to deepen the breath. Be fully here with your intention as we are about to move and continue with this flow practice. What makes it so flowy is this continuous connection to the breath. And that breath is really guiding our practice, guiding our intention through this whole sequence. From here, let's lift the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Continue to firm into the inner hands, move the chest towards the left thigh. Start to reach the left heel a bit more down, straighten the right leg, lift it a bit more up. With your inhale, come high onto the left toes, exhale, right knee to the left armpit. Slide the knee down towards the left wrist, towards the right wrist. Pull it up to the right armpit, then to the chest. Take another deep breath in. On the exhale, land the right foot between the hands. Low lunge, set the left knee down, untuck the left toes, reach your arms up. Send the hips forward and down, maybe tuck your tailbone a little bit, reach up through the arms. And then make those little adjustments so you can breathe a little bit more into the low back. On the exhale, release the hands down for pyramid pose. Straighten both legs. Maybe let the right ball of the foot and the right toes lift up. Reach up towards your head as you melt a bit more down over the right leg. Gently pull the right hip more back. Make sure the left heel is on the ground. Rebend the right knee, crescent lunge. There's generally 2 options. You can keep that back leg more straight, or you can bend the back leg and bring the knee a bit more down towards the floor. Of course, anything in between works as well. Bring the hands down to the heart, shift forward, warrior 3. Reach forward through the spine, reach back through the left leg. Lower the left hip more down. Maybe reach the arms out to the sides, thumbs down, or the arms forward up and over the head. On your next exhale, step the left foot back for goddess pose, both heels in, all the toes pointing out. Bend the knees. Send the hips low. And make sure that the thighs are pointing in the same direction as the feet. I know you cannot see much, I'm just facing you with my back. But you can come into any position with the arms. Could be hugging, wrapping around a tree or a person, or arms out, straight out to the sides. Bend the knees a bit more. And then straighten the legs, heels out, toes in, standing straddle forward fold. Take some deeper breaths into the low back. Allow the space to open up a bit more, which is for most yogis so closed because we appear and want to appear tall from the front, but we're closing the back at the same time. Deep breath in, lift up halfway. Exhale, Skandasana to the left. Bend the left knee, straighten the right. Could be high, could be low. From here we move towards the front of the mat for a side plank on the left hand. Stack the right foot on top. Right arm reaching up to the ceiling. I invite you to reach the right arm up and over the head forward for even more space and opening and length on the right side body. Breathe deeply into that space. Fill it with breath and presence. Lift your right leg up. Then start to bend the right knee, step the right foot forward, come into Warrior 2. You want to see the right big toe inside the right knee. Reach out through the arms, forward and back, relax the shoulders down. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, Skandasana to the left. Bend the left knee, straighten the right, high or low. I take the high variation right now. From here, move to the front of the mat for revolved crescent twist. So left arm forward, right arm back. Maybe reverse it. Maybe keep it active by not touching anything with the right hand, but just reaching towards the back heel. Breathe more into all that opening on the left side. Crescent twist when you're ready. Hook that left arm outside the right thigh. Could be above or below the elbow. Straighten the back leg with every inhale, lengthen through the spine. On your exhale, rotate to the right. From here, shift forward. Feel that connection through the 3 points of contact of the right foot. Shift forward, flamingo pose. Left leg floats up. Keep that twist, keep that connection with the arm to the right leg. Now, keeping the arm as it is, we step the left foot forward for chair twist. With your next inhale, chair pose, both arms up. Bend the knees a bit more. And slowly squat all the way down for boat pose. Land the hips, point the toes forward. Reach the arms forward. You can always set the heels down if you want to, or just keep them lifted. And then I will add a few more options as we go. First, you can connect the fingertips or the palms, rotate to the right, rotate to the left. To the right, 10, to the left. 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, and 1, 1. Back to boat. You can stay here. Heels up or down, you decide, or lower down for low boat. Press the feet together, point the toes forward, maybe arms up and over the head. Arms forward again, come up to boat. And we do 4 more like this. Last 3. Last 2. Last one. Back to boat. From here, with or without the hands, you can come up to a squat. Hands down, step the feet back to plank. Shift forward, inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Knees down, elbows down. Exhale, glide forward and through. Inhale to upward facing dog, and we stay here for a bit. Engage those glutes. Open the front, across the whole front, superficial front line. Open across the collarbones, pull the shoulders back. And instead of tilting the head back, we want to shift the head back, as if you're making a double chin. Engage those glutes even more, flex those butt cheeks. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's release the elbows down for dolphin. Firm into the inner hands, firm into the elbows, move the chest towards the thighs. And then look forward towards the thumbs, shift and move the nose forward towards the thumbs. Back to dolphin. Now forward to chaturanga. Plank. Down dog. Dolphin. Nose to the thumbs. Back to dolphin. Chaturanga. Plank. Down dog. We'll do 3 more. Elbows down. Nose to thumbs. Back to dolphin. Chaturanga. Plank. Down dog. Elbows down. Dolphin. Nose to thumbs. Back to dolphin. Chaturanga. Plank. 2 more. Last one. You keep that breath going, especially when things get challenging. The breath is so important. Downward facing dog is where we meet. Left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Reach the right heel down towards the ground. Deep breath in, come high into the right toes. Exhale, left knee to the right armpit, to the right wrist, to the left wrist, left armpit, to the chest. Hold it there. Deep breath in. Exhale, land the foot. Low lunge, right knee down. Untuck the right toes, reach the arms up. Send the hips forward and down. On the exhale, hands down, pyramid pose. Straighten both legs, right heel down. Allow the left foot to lift up. Just keep the heel on the ground. Melt down over your left leg. Gently pull the left hip back. You can also use blocks underneath your hands. Rebend the left knee. Crescent lunge. Rise up. Allow more breath to reach the low back. Hands together, shift forward, warrior 3. Reach forward through the spine, reach back through the right leg. Lower the right hip down. Maybe arms out to the sides, thumbs down. Or arms forward, up and over the head, thumbs up. One more deep breath in. Exhale, step the right foot back, goddess pose. Now I'm facing you. Feet in the same direction as the thighs, heels in, toes out. Arms in front of you like so, or arms out to the sides. Sink the hips a little bit lower, bend the knees slightly more. Enjoy the meditation, breathe slower. Allow the breath to slow down. With the breath, we directly affect the nervous system, and we can slow our heart rate down by slowing the breath, exhaling more. So many benefits from exhaling more and breathing less. For most of us, it's not that we just take a deeper breath and inhale more. What we need is actually exhaling longer and slower. Bend the knees a bit more. And then straighten the legs, heels out, toes in, forward fold and down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend the right knee, straighten the left, Skandasana to the left, high or low, you decide. From here, move forward towards the front of the mat, towards the left foot. Plant the right hand down, side plank on the right hand. Again, I invite you to reach the left arm up and over the head. Breathe into all that length you create on the left side body, in the lateral line, all that spaciousness for the passenger inside. Lift your left leg up. And then slowly bend the left knee, step the left foot to the front of the mat. We come into a warrior two. Set up your foundation first. So make sure that you can see that left big toe inside the left knee. Bring the left knee a bit more forward. It's okay if it goes past the ankles. It's even okay if it goes past the toes. And then once you feel stable here, you focus back on the meditation. Which is why there's no mastering of a pose, no perfect pose, because it's always unique for you. And there's always infinite depth of awareness to go down into while we are holding these shapes. Last breath in. Exhale, Skandasana to the right, high or low. I choose high. From here, move forward, revolved crescent. Right arm forward, left arm back. Maybe reverse. On the exhale, crescent twist. Hook that right arm outside the left thigh. Straighten the back leg. With every inhale, lengthen through the spine. On the exhale, rotate a bit more to the left, even if it's just the intention. No need to push it, to force it. You can be a bit more kind to yourself. Shift forward, revolved flamingo pose. Right leg floats up. Keep the spine long, pull the belly in. Good foundation through the 3 points of contact in the left foot. Big toe mount, little toe mount, and heel. Some people say there's 4 points, meaning 2 points in the heel. If you want to get more detailed, then yeah, that's correct. But for now, for most of us here practicing, this works. Step the right foot forward, chair twist. With the next inhale, chair pose, both arms up. Lift the heels up so you're in chair pose, but on the toes. And from here, straighten the legs, rise up, keep the heels lifted. And then bend the knees again, chair pose on the toes. 2 more like this, straighten the legs. And bend the knees. Straighten the knees. And bend. Set the heels down, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Be light on the fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift up halfway. Use your back muscles, a bit more superficial back line to hold yourself there. Fold down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Step the feet back. Plank pose. Shift forward. Bend the arms. Chaturanga. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank. Knees down, elbows down. Exhale, glide forward and through. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Arrive here, we're slowing down now. It's just a short practice today. You know where you can find long classes. Lots and lots of long classes that are more similar to in a yoga studio. Fortunately, you will not find 30-minute yoga classes in a studio. It's a good thing we're not there yet. So people take the time in person at least to practice a bit more, usually 1 hour or more. And that's what we have in the Wolfpack platform. 1 hour and more, tons of those. So from here we will come into a squat with the feet outside the hands or behind the hands, whatever works for you. You can float your way there, you can step, you can handstand, whatever you want to do. Just make it nice and controlled, smooth. We'll meet in a squat. Allow the breath to soften. Remain focused on your intention. Remain present with what is, not with all the what ifs that are coming up and keeping the space between our ears so occupied. Oftentimes, it's between those 2 ears of yours where most of the challenges are actually happening. That's where the challenges are happening to show up for the practice. Maybe there was a little battle going on that you made it to this class today. And yes, we need some discipline to build up momentum. And then we just focus on keeping the momentum going. Oftentimes we need some more kindness. It always depends on the day, how we treat ourselves. But I think most of us can benefit from a bit more kindness towards ourselves. And so just from this act of showing up day after day, this is walking the path, being on the path, being on the journey. And you're really always on the spiritual path. It's actually impossible to not be on the spiritual path, because you're a spiritual being as you are, and you're walking. So there you go, you're on the path. Let's set the hips down. Come into butterfly or seated straddle, forward fold. Whatever works for you. I will choose butterfly. And all these forward folding positions, even the squat we did, the butterfly now, maybe the seated straddle, forward fold, these are all great invitations to breathe more into the low back. Push yourself up, come into reverse tabletop, hands behind your fingertips pointing forward, bring your feet wider apart than the hips, lift the hips up. Breathe and open across the chest, across the collarbones. Release the hips back down, come onto the back, nice and slow. For reclined full cow face, bring the right thigh over the left thigh. And then you can keep the knees bent, that's the more accessible version, and grab the shins and pull the shins down towards the ground, or grab the heels. And if you want to go a bit deeper, you can bring the legs more towards 90 degrees, and then you pull gently down for some external rotation through the hip. Keep those feet active, the toes reaching up towards the knees. Allow the heart rate and the breath to soften even more. But stay focused with your intention, with your practice. Everything we do, we want to stay focused, not drift away, even while doing simple things like brushing our teeth, drinking a glass of water. There's so much we can learn about ourselves doing those simple acts that we do every day, but it just depends on our ability to focus. Slowly release, switch sides, left leg over the right, and then take that version that works well for you. Slowly release, happy baby if you want, or any other position that feels good for you. Could also be just hugging the knees in the chest, could be a bridge pose, could be a twist to both sides. Keep it short, keep it intentional. And that's all. Finish up, hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. And come into Shavasana. Extend the legs forward, or just bring the soles of the feet together for Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, or just hands down by your sides. I'm going to stay with you here in Shavasana. We're just here for a minute or so. Something short, but you can always pause the video, stay longer. Allow the body to fully relax. melt, be supported by Mother Earth. Remembering that she always supports us no matter what. She never left us hanging, actually. Always there for us. And we're oftentimes not even aware of all the abundance she provides. So the least we can do is become a bit more aware of that fact and show a little bit of respect towards Mother Earth. With this practice, we're combining the energies of the sun and the moon, the duality, merging, uniting, so we can remember who we are and remember that we are part of this earth. We come from it, we go back to it. It's what's sustaining us throughout our life. Without the food that's coming from Mother Earth, we would not have this body for a long time. It would just be the passenger continuing on the journey. Allow the breath to relax, to return to a normal, natural rhythm. Slowly start to move the feet, move the hands. Take some deeper breaths. Wake the body back up and slowly make your way to a seated position, either rolling through the side or just rocking forward and up. Come into a seated position, keep the eyes closed. Place the hands wherever it's comfortable, on the thighs, the knees. Make sure you sit tall. Good connection to Mother Earth through the sits bones. And then reaching, growing tall to Father Sky through the spine, with the crown of the head reaching up. Allow the breath to just flow without controlling, without even observing. And instead, start to explore and become aware of the awareness that you are, the awareness within which we notice all these sensations from senses, in which we notice the thoughts, the container or the field in which all of those changes are happening. Slowly deepen the breath. And bring the hands together in front of your chest to once again thank yourself for showing up. Thank yourself for trusting the process of this practice. That we gradually, slowly, almost not noticeable, we peel off the layers, remove all those things that covered up who we truly are, so we can finally remember once again. Through this practice, we're really not gaining anything. We're not adding. We're really just purifying and taking stuff away. So that which has always been there, always beautiful, pure within, can reveal itself once again so we can see it more clearly. Because we got so busy in our head that we forgot. Finally, we open the heart again and remember who we are, step by step, slowly. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope I see you very soon again on the mat for another episode of this series, or maybe for another class out of the many we have here on the platform. Have a wonderful day. Much love and gratitude. Namaste.